राधे 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 गोविंद
राधे 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 गोविंद
राधे 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 गोविंद। सब गाइए।
राधे राधे गोविंद
राधे 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 राधे
सब गाइए।
राधे गोविंद
राधे 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 गोविंद
कृष्ण मुकुंद
कृष्ण मुकुंद
बाल गोविंद
बाल गोविंद
कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की
जय।
ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री गुरुदेवाय नमः। ओम पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन रचितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणी। नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे पुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयप्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दुग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्ससुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत् वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं हरि ओम्। श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम
श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम
श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम
श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम
श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम
श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम
द्यूतं छलयतामस्मि तेजस्तेजस्विनामहम्
श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम
जयोऽस्मि व्यवसायोऽस्मि सत्त्वं सत्त्ववतामहम्
श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम
श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम सब गाइए
श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम
श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम
श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम
ॐ श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम
श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम
कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की जय। Okay, so I want to tell you two things before we continue here. One is when we are singing Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama or any little chant, I am not singing any difficult chant. For the same reason, because if I sing some difficult chant, you cannot follow. You will not know what I am telling. So I am singing very simple chant. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, like that. Little thing. And the reason is, people have a feeling, people have a belief in this world, right? The belief is that if I pray, you could get the blessings. And if you pray, those people will get the blessing. And if Baba pray, you will get the blessing. And Baba could pray for you. But that is an erroneous belief. The reason why that is an erroneous belief is a very simple thing. Look here. Tulsidas ji writes in Ramayana a very famous chaupai which all of you know. See this. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama.
Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Rama.
प्रधान विश्व करी राखा तो जस करई तो तस फलु जाखा
श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम
कर्म प्रधान विश्व करी राखा
श्री राम जय जय राम
जो जस करई सो तस फलु जाखा
श्री राम जय जय राम
श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम
श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम
Syabar Ramachandra ki jai. So what the Chaupai says, very simple thing, and all of you know that already. In this world, karmar pradhan biswakari rakha. Bhagavan has placed a most preponderant law in this universe, and the law is called the law of karma. You have heard the law of karma? The law of karma is given in the next line. Jo jasa karai, so tasa phalu chaka. As you sow, so you shall. Now, does it say, as you sow, so shall I reap? It never says, isn't it? So now, you tell. If I chant Bhagavan name, that is karma I am doing, right? If I chant the name of Bhagavan, that is karma. So who will get the blessings of that? Exactly. If I chant the name of Bhagavan, you cannot get the blessing. How you get it? The law of karma will be transgressed then if you get it. Correct? That is like, if I eat food, my belly will full, not your belly. How you expect me to eat food and your belly will get filled? Or if you are sick and I take the medicine, both of us will die. You will die from sickness and I will die from medicine. दोनों मर जाएंगे, isn't it? So, when we are chanting the name of Paramatma, chanting the name of the Lord, that time you get an opportunity to chant, so that you will get blessings. And if you don't chant, I will come to leg one and go away with all the blessing all by myself only. Because I am only chanting. And there are so many little children here. That is why I am chanting simple things. Little children also can chant. Huh? Alright. So now, that is the first thing I wanted to tell you. When we get an opportunity, you chant. Huh? Now let me tell you another thing. I don't know if there's an industry here in Guyana, but there is a pottery industry in Trinidad. Big one. What they do, they go to a place in the central part of the island, it's called Carlson Field. And they bring truckloads of a special type of clay is there in that area. And there's a whole village in a certain area, big place. They take this clay and they make all sorts of objects. They make pots and pans and but here somebody was telling me this morning, goblet, yes, goblet, and they make elephants and different types of things from clay. Now let me ask you a question. Think now, Bhagavad Gita is a text of thinking. Think this thing. When you go into that shop, right, that man has made so many objects from that clay. So, in that shop, is there one thing or are there many things? That you have to ask. Well, if you say, well, yeah, there are many things. He has made a dog, an elephant, pot, plate, spoon, this, that, so many goglet and all he has made, right? So, from one standpoint, there are many objects in that shop. But if I come and tell you, no, there are not many objects in that shop. There is only clay. Because when he went to that Carlson Field, all he brought was clay. He didn't bring anything else from there. So now, how many things are in the shop now, if you look from that standpoint? Well, only one thing, isn't it? There's only clay there. Because if you touch a dog in that shop, you touch like this. You're touching dog or you're touching clay? Clay and only clay you're touching, isn't it? If you touch an elephant, you're touching clay only. You touch a pot, you're touching clay only. So now, that is an amazing thing. This little teaching which I am telling you, it is at the center of all Sanatan Dharma cosmology and all Sanatan Dharma, what we call Vyakta Prabhav. See, what we mean to say by this is, we usually don't think like this. At the same time, you can say that there are many things in that shop, and at the same time, you can also say there is only one thing in that shop. That is an amazing thing. That all now depends on what? That all depends on which standpoint you are talking from. And in Sanskrit language, it is very easy thing. We say if we are talking from the standpoint of Nama Rupa Prasarana, Nama Rupa, names and forms, well, there are many names and forms there. One is called dog, form of dog, one is called elephant, one is called, like that. If you are talking from standpoint of name and form, right, Nama Rupa. If you are talking about from the standpoint of Swarupa, not Rupa, Nama Rupa. Swarup means the fundamental substance of any object in that shop. The fundamental substance is only one. That fundamental substance is called clay. So now from that standpoint, there is only one thing in the shop. No matter how many things you see, there is only one thing. You see? Now, what I just told you, you just transfer that now to this universe. Everything in front of us. See, there is a pillar, there is flower, there is fan, there is microphone, there is air, there is space, there is the ceiling, there is temple, house, tree, sky, stars, moon. How many objects? Infinite number of objects, right? So now if you say from the standpoint of Nama Rup, name and form, well, there are countless infinite number of objects. But if we look from the standpoint of the fundamental material of this universe, Bhagavan said, I am the fundamental material of this universe. In the 4th chapter itself, he had already taught, all this is what we are seeing. Like you say, in the shop, all what I am seeing in the shop is clay only. In the same way, all I am seeing in this universe is Paramatma only, Bhagavan. Vasudeva Sarvamiti. All this is Vasudeva. That he had given in the 4th chapter, and now he is elaborating here in this 10th chapter all the great things in this world which we see, and all the not great things also. All of it is Paramatma only, the Lord. So you see, now when we see, we don't see the Paramatma part. We see what? Name and form. We see names and forms only. So what we have to do is learn to see. When you go in the shop, learn to see beyond the dog, beyond the elephant, beyond the plate, the pot, and learn to see the clay, the fundamental material. So here also in this world, we also have to learn to see the fundamental material of the universe. That thing is called Paramatma. Now Bhagavan is saying, everything in this universe is me only. Now we chant that verse again, and now everybody will get a chance to, we chant already, but chant again. Everybody will get a chance to chant the name of Bhagavan. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam
Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama,
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama,
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama,
Yutam Chalayatamasmi Tejas Tejasvinamaham,
Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama,
जयोऽस्मि व्यवसायोऽस्मि सत्त्वं सत्त्ववतामहम्
श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम
श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम
श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम श्रीकृष्ण शरणं
कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की जय द्यूतम छलयताम अस्मि. Now see, we cannot say that Bhagwan in the shop, right? Suppose the potter in the potter's shop, suppose the potter takes this much clay, this clump of clay, and divides it into two. He takes this much clay and divides it into two, and then with this half he makes Ram, and with this half he makes Ravan. Please pay attention to that. With this half he makes Ram, and with this half he makes Ravan. This clay which he has made Ravan, suddenly that clay becomes wicked? No, the clay which made Ravan and the clay which made Ram is the same. It's the same clay. So the name and form of Ravan, that thing appears evil, but the clay from which it is made is the same clay from which Ram is made. You see? So in this way, Bhagwan is everything in this world. Every single thing. Bhagwan is of the nature of Sat, Chit, Ananda. Everything in this universe is made up of that Satchitananda. Now, some things, just the name and the form, they appear evil and unworthy, undesirable, wicked, all that kind of thing. You see? Just the name and form. That is why till the last, Bhagwan Ram tried to give a chance to Ravan also. My dear, inside of you there is divinity only in Ravan. Inside of Ravan there is divinity only. Till the last, why don't you change your ways? Bhagwan tried everything to give Ravan a chance, even till the end. And so also, till the end only, we have to try to give everybody a chance. Like that. Of course, when you give a chance, when he gave the chance to Ravan and Ravan did not use the chance, then what? Well, you have to remove him. Because Ravan's existence will cause trouble for all the other people, isn't it? Like that. So anyway, now you will see Bhagwan is telling in this line, even what you consider to be the negative things, that is manifestation of Bhagwan only. The same clay, same Paramatma. He says, Dyutam Chalayatam Asmi. You know, in this world, this is a very strong line and it's connected to this Mahabharata and all. Among all deceit and cheat and fraud, I am Dyutam. Dyutam means gambling. Because this whole Mahabharata war was caused by gambling only. Let me ask you one question. I saw here in Guyana also, just like in Trinidad, there's these gambling shops everywhere. What is it called? Super bet, right. Super bet. So same thing in Trinidad, everywhere, but they call a different name. So anyway, look here. Let me ask you a question. You just think logically, right? There is one place in the Bahamas, I go there for yajna on a regular basis. Right, so the ashram is here. Next to the ashram is the biggest casino you will ever see. Right next door. Casino. Now, what they do in casinos? Gamble only. They gamble. Now, let me tell you. That casino on a daily basis makes money or loses money. You tell? All gambling shops and casinos and all, they make money or they lose money. But who will go and open a business to lose money? Anybody will open business to lose money? And not only that, they make big money. Right? Because that casino next to the ashram I'm telling you there, that thing is the biggest, most sophisticated building in the whole of Bahamas. That thing goes up like 15 stories, 5-star hotel and everything. So, no. All of you told just now, they don't lose money, they make money. Acha, second question now. Think, huh? They make money from who? They make money from fish in the sea or what? They make money from the people who gamble. Yes. You please understand this. There is no such thing as gambling and winning. It is the people who are running the gambling shop, they are the winners, not the people who gambling. Huh? And you know how it is perpetuated? Because once in that person's life, you see, like Mr. X, he's going to gamble every day, so that 30 times a month. Once in that 30 times, he wins. And he, I won! So happy, he's jumping and all, and celebrating. Hey, come, I buy a drink for you, look, I won. And he forget the other 29 days he lost. Now, if that is not foolishness, there is nothing in this world again which is. That is foolishness or not? The one day deceives that fellow and he forgets totally the 29 days which he lost. That deceit, Bhagavan said, that is called Dyutam. I am that only. His manifestation of his Prakriti has this thing, this deceit. Fraud. So Bhagavan is manifested as blessings and is also manifested as fraud. And then he tells, now I am giving you free choice. You choose the blessings or you choose the fraud. Which you want to choose? Bhagavan has manifested as sorrow and he has manifested as joy. Which you want to choose? Bhagavan has manifested as ignorance and he has manifested as knowledge. Which you want to choose? That is what the Gita is about, you know. Gita is about choice. Arjuna wants to run away and Bhagavan wants him to fight on the battlefield. So he has to teach him now and make him make the right choice. Like that. And wrong choices have dire consequences. And right choices have great consequences. So in life, Bhagavan will tell this way down in the 18th chapter. Vimrshaitada means I have told you both. You think well, consider, you reflect well on both of them, and then make your choice. This is Bhagavad Gita. And this is Bhagavad Gita for big people. Big people means the man who has his responsibility in his hands. And one more thing about human beings. Yudhishthira there chooses to gamble in this Mahabharata. And that thing led to this whole big war. And what is there in his mind? No, I will win. I will win. He chooses to gamble. And thinking I will win. But in the moment, the things seem good, but wrong choices eventually, in Trinidad language, I don't know, in Guyana language also, he must be saying, what? Every long rope has an end. In the interim, in the short term, it seems attractive and seems good, but look what it led to. A whole big Mahabharata war. Alright, so now Bhagavan says, among all these chal and fraud and deceit and all these things in this world, I am this Dyutam, this gambling, because that thing is centered on deceit, fraud. Because I just showed you, nobody wins. All the gamblers, nobody ever wins. And one fella, let me tell you what he did. I'll tell you a story now. He took $2 from home. How much? $2. And he went to the gambling shop, right? Casino there. And he put the $2 on some bet. And he won $200. And he said, what? 200? When he was leaving, the wife asked him, where are you going? He said, I'm going to the casino. So he went and put the $2 and he won $200. Then he put the $200 on a next bet and he won $5,000. And he put the $5,000 and he went on like that. And sometimes, I don't know, in cricket and all, long time, when we used to play like that, and a batsman going to bat, nobody could out him. They say he catch us straight. I don't know what you say in Guyana. He catch us straight. Well, this fellow started betting like that and he catch us straight. And he went up to $5 million. And he thought, wow. He took his $5 million and he was going home. Leaving now. Right? And right by the door, by the exit there, as he was passing, there was one last machine there. And he thought, well, I catch us straight today, Why don't I do a last one for 5 million? I could make it 25 million. And he put the 5 million in that last bet before at the exit. And what happened? Chala gaya sab. Every cent went. Then when he reached home, the wife asked, what happened? He said, I lost the $2. What a foolish. He's telling the wife now, I lost the $2. But this is how this chal, this is a big word, chal word. Bhagwan Ram tells in Ramayana, I don't like anybody who has chal. Deceit and fraud and all that kind of, among all of them, gambling is the biggest deceit and biggest fraud, like that. Tejas vinamaham, among those people who have splendor, those people who are resplendent with the light of knowledge, among those, it means among the splendid people, I am the splendor itself. I am the resplendence which you see in people who have knowledge like that. Jayosmi, I am the victory. When you think that you have won this and won that, I am really that victory. In the not Katha Upanishad, in the Kena Upanishad, there is a nice story, I'll tell you. See, in this world, when we achieve any victory or any big thing in this world, we think, I did it, I am so great, and I surpassed everybody, and I outdid everybody, and we forget Bhagwan. Well, a same story like that happened in the Kena Upanishad. And the Devatas, Indra, Agni, Vayu, all of them, right? Like that. Devatas, they had some victory and they were celebrating. When people have some victory and they win the World Cup and this and that, they celebrate and block the whole city and Right. So that is what they were doing. So now when they were celebrating, Bhagwan thought, but what is this? They had that victory only because of me and they've totally forgot me. So Bhagwan came there to teach them a lesson. So you have to go and see the Kena Upanishad if you're interested in this thing. So he came there in the form of a big light, big ball of light. So Indra, Agni, Vayu, all of them, they're seeing this light now. So they thought, what is this? So Indra he told to Agni, go find out, who is that? Find out who is this. So Agni went, Agni means fire, the fire devata. He went there and he asked, Kositi, who are you? Like that. Then the fire asked, Kositi, who are you? He said, I am Agni. He puffed up like this, Agni, what do you do? I burn. What do you mean do? What you can burn? Burn, I can burn down the whole world. Like that. So the Bhagwan in the form of that fire Yaksha came. Yeah. Oh really? You can burn down this whole world? Acha theek hai. Bhagwan took a blade of grass and he put it here. That also dry grass. He tell Agni, he say, burn that. Burn this blade of grass, dry grass. Well, Agni try and huff and puff and whatever he had to do, right? And Agni could not even burn a blade of dry grass. And he is Lord of fire. He is Agni Devta, fire Devta. So Agni became embarrassed. And he went back to Indra and Vayu and all of them who were there. He did not tell about the blade of grass. He said, I could not find out who is that. That is all he told. Then Indra thought, oh, Agni could not find out. Then now he sent Vayu. Vayu is wind god. He sent Vayu now. You go there and find out who is that. Agni could not find out. Vayu went there. So again that Bhagavan asked, who are you? I am Vayu. What do you do? I blow, if I make a storm, a hurricane, or tornado, I'll blow down the whole world. Really? So he put back the same blade of grass now. Dry grass. Blow this. Well, Agni again, I'm not again, Vayu now. Vayu blow and huff and puff. And then what? The blade of grass did not even shake 1 millimeter. So Vayu also went back there and told, I could not find out who is that, Finally, Indra came there. Indra had to come, and Indra used some other technique, and then Bhagavan revealed himself to Indra. And then they all realized, oh, we were thinking that victory is ours, Jaya. Bhagavan is using this word Jaya. I am the victory, he says. You were thinking, you did it. Without me, can you do anything? That is like electricity saying, I am the heat in your house. I am the cold in your house. Electricity is saying, I am the light in your house. Now you see, same electricity is heat and cold. Same. Because without electricity, can you have heat in the house? No. Without electricity, can you have cold in the house? No. It is electricity which is responsible for anything, for everything. And now the fridge is saying, hey, without me, no cold drink. The fridge is saying, that power belongs to electricity, isn't it? Because suppose no electricity is there, and the electricity tells the fridge now, I'm not giving you any supply. Now make the drink cold, let us see. Let us see. So it is Bhagavan who is the one who is really the victory, and everything in this world, what you call positive and negative. Vyavasayaha. Vyavasayaha means Bhagavan is resoluteness, determination, resoluteness. When you have it in your mind, and those who are really blessed get this quality. But Bhagavan manifests in their mind as resoluteness. That is important for spiritual evolution. Sattvam sattvatamaham. And I am the virtue and the goodness in those who are good. So you should not be thinking, oh, I am so good. I am good. How good? Good. You always remember the goodness is Bhagavan only, like that. Now he continues. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Vrishninam Vasudevosmi Pandavanam Dhananjaya.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Muninam apyaham vyasa Kaviram Ushana Kavihi.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Dandotamayatamasmi Nitirasmi Jigishata.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Maunam Chaivasti Bhujyana Jnanam Jnanavatamaham.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna Kanaya Lal ki jai. Vrishninam Vasudevosmi. Among the Vrishnis, I am Vasudeva, means Krishna. Krishna belonged to a clan called as the Vrishni clan. There are many Yadav clan, Vrishni clan, they have many names. See, so many names of Bhagwan Shri Krishna is used in this Bhagavad Gita, so many names of Arjuna, so many names of all the various characters and all. So it's not one name they have. So that clan also did not only have one name, it was called as the Vrishni clan also. So among all the Vrishnis, I am Vasudeva Krishna. He himself. Rama Ananta Ananta Guna Amit Katha Vistaro. Rama Amit Katha Vistar. Suniya Charajana Mani Hai Jinke Bimal Vichar Siya.
Hare Ramachandra ki jai, Sharanam Pavan Sutta Hanuman ki jai, Umapati Mahadev ki jai, Bolo Bhai Sab Santan ki jai, Siyavar Ramachandra ki jai, Sharanam.
In Ramayana also, and here Bhagavan is saying, Na antha asti mama divyanam vibhuti. There is no end to my glories, because I am infinite and my glories are also infinite. Every little thing we see in this world, from a little amoeba doing what it does to the whole what we call Anantakoti, Brahman and all the Milky Way and all working in this universe, it is all the glories of Bhagwan. There is no end to it, he says. And then in Ramayana, Tulsidas is writing, Ram Ananta, Bhagwan also, see, same. Ananta here. Na Antahan, Ananta is same. Bhagwan Ram is infinite, and infinite are his glories. Ram Ananta, Ananta Guna, Amita Katha Vistar. And if we ever hear that Ram is infinite and the glories are infinite, we should never be surprised. Why you should be surprised? For the Paramatma who is omnipotent. We should never be surprised. Means those people who understand properly are never surprised to know that. And here Bhagavan tells to Arjuna, my dear, Esha tu deshata proktaha vibhutehe vistaro maya. I have just given here some little examples of my glory. Don't think that this is the end of all my glories. My glories go on infinitely. I want to tell you one more thing. Do you know, in Sanatan Dharma, in our Sanatan Dharma, our prayer is really of this type. Now look here. You all know, we'll chant just now at the end. Tvameva Mata Chapita Tvameva, Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakha Tvameva, Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva, Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. And at the end, Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate, like that. Most of our prayers are like this. Siddhi Buddhi Prade Devi Bhukti Mukti Pradayini Mantra Murti Sada Devi Mahalakshmi Namostute. In all of these, that also there might be some asking and all. Our prayers really are mostly prayers of glorification. Glorification is the best type of prayer. All right, let me just ask you a little question regarding prayer now. Suppose you have a mango tree, an okra tree, and pepper tree, then you have a same vine, pumpkin vine, you have all sorts of things growing in your yard, right? And your neighbor right across the road has the same size of property, but that neighbor does not plant anything, right? And you have everything growing on your side. So on Monday the neighbor comes, hey girl, give me some same na. So you give same. Tuesday the neighbor comes, give me a pumpkin na. You give pumpkin. Then Wednesday the neighbor comes, give me some mangoes na. So you give mangoes. And Thursday the neighbor comes, give me some bhaji na. You give bhaji. Friday the neighbor comes, hey, give me some pepper na. You give pepper. Saturday the neighbor comes, and then like that every day you're giving something. And next week now she repeating again now. Next week, Monday, give me some aloo na. Oh, you give aloo. You give me some okra na Tuesday, like that. Wednesday, you give some bhaji, you give. And she goes up for 1 month. After 1 month, what will happen to you? You see? You see that? 1 month every day. So now, in the same way, every day, meaning to say, she has the same property there and she doesn't plant a same vine, she doesn't plant a pumpkin vine, she doesn't plant a mango tree, not a okra plant, not a pepper plant, nothing, right? If you see her planting and by some ants came and ate the tree and you say, oh poor thing, she lost the tree, let me give her. So, but she's doing nothing. She's doing nothing. You also will get fed up after 1 month. What 1 month? Some people 1 day. Isn't it? 1 week. Some people have more patience. 1 month, 1 year they'll give. But after 1 year. So now that is what we do when it comes to Bhagwan. We go on, Bhagwan, give me this na. Bhagwan, give me that na. Bhagwan, give me the other thing na. And over and over. What are you doing? Nothing. So in Sanatan Dharma, we say the prayer should not be like going on begging, Prabhu give me this na, Prabhu give me that na, Prabhu give me the other thing na. The prayer should be prayers of glorification. Prabhu, you are so wonderful. In this universe, there is nothing greater than you. You make all things shine. So this thing is called as glorification. And the second type of prayer, which is even higher, is gratitude. Prabhu, thank you. Instead of complaining to Bhagwan, you don't have slippers. Praise Bhagwan, Prabhu, thank you for giving me 2 good feet. Thank you for giving me 2 healthy feet. Because there are many people in this world who don't have healthy feet. So instead of complaining, you gave that man shoes, and you gave that man chappal and slippers, and you gave that man boots, and you did not give me any shoes. We should say, thank you for giving me nice healthy feet so that I can walk like that. So that's called gratitude rather than beg. So all of these verses, they are verses of glorification. So prayers of glorification and prayers of gratitude, they are the best prayers. Prayers of begging, that is the worst prayers. Why? Because Bhagwan already gave 2 hands. If you want to get money, work. If you want to get education, study. Correct? If you want to be healthy, live a healthy lifestyle. But you're not doing any of them. You're not working, you're not studying, you're not living any healthy lifestyle, but you want the result of all of them. But that will not work. That thing doesn't work. You see? So and then we go to beg Bhagwan for the result. So that is the lowest type of prayer. The highest type of prayer is praise and glorification, what you call gratitude. Like that. So this whole chapter is about that glorification of Bhagwan. He says, Yagyat vibhuti mat sattvam Because it only have 2 verses, I'll finish it. This is number 41 and 42. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Yet vibhuti mat. Sattvam means a person, any being who is vibhuti mat, who shows greatness and glory and grandeur in this world. Anywhere you see that. Shrimat, who shows prosperity and wealth and opulence and all of that. And urjitam. Urjita means strength, power, like that. Anybody who you see displaying any of that in this world, tattadeva vagachatvam amatejomsha sambhavam. You understand that that is a fraction of my glory only. Wherever you see this greatness and prosperity and any good, magnificent things in this world, please understand that is the manifestation of Bhagwan. Otherwise, we usually think, like for example, suppose I am a good writer, suppose I am a good poet. So there's opulence, there's so many good things about being a poet, right? Intelligence. He said, you think, that person has to think, that is manifestation of Bhagwan only, like that. So any good thing should not be used to develop my ego, it should be used to recognize the Lord. That is the idea. It's a fraction of Bhagwan only. Athava bahunaitena kimnyatena. So Arjuna, Bhagwan says, my dear, why to go on telling more, Why should I say any more? Vishtabhyahamidam kritsnam ekanshena stito jagat. I stand with just one fraction of my being supporting this whole universe. In Brahma, it is said that there are countless universes on one eyebrow of Bhagwan. One only. Countless universes on one eyebrow only. That is how great the Lord is. So Bhagwan said, just by one ekanshena, one fraction of my being, I stand supporting this whole universe. So in front of that Lord, I should consider myself to be nothing. That is the idea. I glorify Him and discount myself. What we do? We discount Him and glorify ourselves. I am so great, I am this, I am that. Without me, this would not have happened, that would not have happened. We say it all happened because of Bhagwan only. That is the idea. Huh? Okay, this is the 10th chapter, Vibhuti Yoga. Om Tat Saditi Srimad Bhagavad Gita Su Upanishatsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Vibhuti Yogo Nama Dashamodhyaya. It is the 10th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, which is entitled Vibhuti Yoga, the glories and opulences of Paramatma, Bhagwan Ram. Now 11th chapter will start tomorrow, but that will start in Vekanam. Tomorrow, Melville Ishwar Mandir, Vekanam, 6:30 p.m. That is where we will continue this, starting from the 11th chapter. So today was night number 61, Ram Krishna Mandir, and a very special thank you to Pandit Sunil and all the wonderful devotees of this temple for having put this thing together. Last night we were just down the street, and I am amazed how just from there to here the name of the town changes, the name of the village changes, isn't it? Same village, same village name. Belem, Blenheim. Okay, I could never say these Dutch words and all. Yeah. Okay. So same name. Okay. Then my mistake. All right. So tomorrow night number 62. Huh? Okay. Next week we are in East Bank. You can see, those of you who are listening on media also, social media, you can see the schedule on Facebook. We'll be there for 1 week, right? East Bank. Then, that is first announcement. Second announcement is on the 3rd of May. 3rd of May, please mark the date. 3rd of May, 5 p.m. We'll have a conclusion for this grand program we are doing. 108 nights, grand finale will be on the 3rd of May at 5 p.m. at the Gandhi Youth Cricket Ground in Georgetown. If you all have the time, it would be nice if you can have representation from here also, from leg one representation. It will finish by about 6:30. So to get back here will be kind of challenging, isn't it? That is challenging. Well, when it finishes, you can come and stay in the ashram by us and come the next morning. Next morning will be Sunday. But this is a Saturday. There's space at the ashram if you so decide to come and you want to stay on that side. You can come and stay at the ashram in Manripo and then come the next day. Okay? Alright. Then the Vedanta course. Oh, before the Vedanta course, one of these bookmark has been printed for everybody. Please have one. This is to mark the occasion. Vedanta course is a course of study, a very, very demanding course of study for those people who are university graduates. So you have to have a university degree, be 30 years and under, and have to be unmarried, and then you can come and study at the ashram for 2 years. A highly demanding course. Classes start at 5:30 a.m. every day and end in the night at 8 p.m. And 2 years non-stop, no holidays. Not a single holiday in 2 years. So, those people who have the qualification and you join this course, then the ashram will provide everything free of cost. And such people then become qualified to go out and teach across the globe. Like now you see these two teachers who are here, they studied in 2013-14, way back. And then they were posted in Toronto, Canada for 2 years, 10 years. And now they are posted in Guyana. So that type of rigorous training is there. And you can tell others also who are interested to come and study and become a teacher for this type of knowledge somewhere. This Chinmay Mission is all over the globe. So teachers can be posted anywhere. Guyana needs many teachers. See, this country is so big. It is impossible for a person to be teaching in Crabwood Creek and then teaching in Pomeroon at the same time, isn't it? This country is so big. So we need teachers across the whole country. Like that. And Chinmay Mission teaches everything. Because everything starts from Sanskrit. Sanskrit is taught there up to BA level. Everything starts from Sanskrit. The whole of Sanatana Dharma rests on Sanskrit only. So it's very important. Alright. So those are the announcements. Those of you who can make it to Vakenam tomorrow, it will be great. Otherwise we'll have Aarti. Let us all stand for Aarti. Om Jai Bhagavad Gita, Maya Jai Bhagavad Gita, Harihi Kamala Viharini, Harihi Kamala Viharini, Sundar Supunite. Om Jai Bhagavad Gita.
Jai Bhagavad Gita, Maya Jai Bhagavad Gita, Harihi Kamala Viharini, Harihi Kamala Viharini, Sundara Supunite. Om Jai Bhagavad Gita.
Marma Prakash, Kama Sakti Hara, Maya
Kama Sakti Hara,
Tattva Jnana Vikashini,
Tattva Jnana Vikashini,
Vidya Brahma Para,
Om Jai Bhagavad Gita.
Nishchala Bhakti Vihari, Nirmala Malahari, Maya
Nirmala Malahari,
Charana Rahasya Pradayini,
Sharana Rahasya Pradayini,
Sarvavidhi Sukhakari,
Om Jai Bhagavad Gita.
Nagadesha Vikari, Karini Mod Sada, Maya
Karini Moda Sada,
Bhavabhaya Harini Tani,
Bhava Bhaya Harini Tarini,
Paramananda Pradani,
Om Jai Bhagavad Gita.
Asura Bhava Vinashi, Nashini Tamarayani,
Maya Nashini Kamarajani,
Devi Sargunatayini,
Devi Sargunadayini,
Harirasika Sajani,
Om Jai Bhagavad Gita.
त्याग सिखावन हरि मुख की बानी,
Maya Hari Mukha Ki Bani,
सकल शास्त्र की स्वामी,
Sakal Shastra Ki Swami,
श्रुतियों की राज,
Om Jai Bhagavad Gita.
दया सुधावर सावर, मातु कृपा की जय,
Maya Matu Kripa Ki Jai.
हरिपद प्रेम दान कर,
Hari Pada Prema Gan Kar.
अपनों कर ली
Om Jai Bhagavad Gita. Jai Bhagavad Gita. Maya Jai Bhagavad Gita. Harihi Kamala Viharini, Harihi Kamala Viharini, Sundara Supunite. Om Jai Bhagavad Gita.
जय भगवत
Jai Bhagavad Gita.
मंगलम भगवान विष्णु, मंगलम गरुड़ध्वजः, मंगलम पुंडरीकाक्षं, मंगलाय तनो हरिः। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव, त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव, त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव, त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव। ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरि ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम। वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय, श्री सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय। नमः पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव।